Elk River is a beautiful city with many special places and people. One special person is the city's mayor, John Dietz.
This is my 12th year as mayor. I'm going to be running again for re-election this fall. Actually, I served as a city councilman for 16 years prior to becoming the mayor. So actually, this is my 28th year on the Elk River City Council. So I have a lot of experience.
John Dietz grew up in Elk River and has continued to love and give back to the community.
I moved to Elk River when I was 4 years old. My dad bought a grocery store. The place downtown now that's the Old Main Eatery, that used to be my dad's grocery store. So we moved to Elk River when I was 4. I've lived in Elk River all the rest of my life. Went to school here, went to grade school at St. Andrew's Grade School, and I went to Elk River Senior High School.
Just like Mr. Dietz, the city has also grown over the years.
Elk River was a much smaller town when I grew up. The population was probably between 2,000 and 3,000. Right now we're over 25,000. So back in those days it was much smaller. Everybody knew everybody. Elk River was a relatively small community. We didn't have any shopping centers or anything like that we have now. It was basically the downtown area. So it was much different back in those days. My high school graduating class at Elk River was 140 students.
Being a part of a city government can be difficult, but rewarding.
Some of the negative things used to really bother me when people would be very critical or nothing was ever right. But after a while, I got used to that, realizing that no matter what you do, you can't make everybody happy. You have to try to do what's best for the majority. And the nice thing about city government that's different than state and federal government is we're not designated as Republicans, Democrats. We're all non-denomination or all non-political positions. Elk River has really progressed in the last 12 years. One of our biggest accomplishments, I believe, is a program we had called Active Elk River, where we passed a 0.5% sales tax to build the community event center and to do major improvements to several of our parks, spending $35 million. Enjoyed being part of it. It's fun to be on the front end of things when you can help shape your community, with a lot of public input, but things have gone well.
Before becoming involved with the city government, Mr. Dietz was still a part of the community in a different way.
For about almost 30 years, I was the sports editor of the Elk River Star-News newspaper, where I covered all the high school sports and everything. I did that for a long time.
Elk River is quite a big city with lots of land, and with land comes parks.
And some people might not know of the tremendous park system that we have. That's one of our shining stars. Is we have 40-some parks in Elk River, basically a park for everything you could want to do. Our Woodland Trails Regional Park is well known for cross-country skiing and hiking and running and jogging in the whole metro area. We get many compliments on that park. So we take a lot of pride in the parks that we have.
The mayor is just like any other citizen of Elk River, who enjoys many of the things provided.
Really enjoy our new community event center. Obviously, it's less than 2 years old. It's a great place. I love Woodland Trails Park because I'm a big walker. I love to walk.
This has been Ruby and Bell, Noise News.